Hey everyone, this is Jason. Good to see you. Welcome to this evening walk through Disneyland Park on a somewhat quiet winter night.
I hear paint the night, guys. Let's go check it out.
So, no on-camera intro for this one, but I'll be your guide for this 1 hour, roughly counter-clockwise tour through Disneyland.
We should go to the other tunnel. That way we won't be blocked with them going out into the back.
I think I was meaning how the parade exits into the backstage area next to the Opera House. FYI, I'm trying something new, and you might hear me talking to you more as we go through the park tonight. So please let me know if you enjoy this style of walk and talk video.
Disneyland After Dark, guys. It's almost 9 o'clock. Park closes in an hour and 15 minutes. Let's do a quick rip through the park.
Yeah, you'll see they're directing us back to the right side anyway.
Oh, are they routing us this way anyway? Lovely. Sorry if the footage is bouncy. I'm really trying to hurry to make the crossing before the parade comes. Looks like we're going to be good.
You can just see the lead float with Tinkerbell entering Town Square.
Oh, what are we doing? Look at this, guys. Oh, backstage.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to head through this alternate Main Street bypass. This was my first time through here, and you'll see it's not truly backstage.
You're right, well, we won't get to see the parade, but we can peek backstage here.
Yeah, while it runs behind the eastern side of the Main Street shops, the true backstage operations are still hidden by the walls. As you can see, they even staff it with mobile snack concessions. Officially referred to as a guest flow corridor, there is another one behind Adventureland on the west side of Main Street as well.
Oh, we're even behind. I think the first aid is on this side here to our left. I think we're going to come out all the way by the hub. Oh, how are we going to get across the parade route this way, though? That'll be interesting.
Hi, friends. This is the one way only. One way only. I'm sorry. Thank you.
They do limit the flow to one way, as you just heard, depending on direction needed to move overflow. So, we're coming out right next to Plaza Inn. I was originally intending to start towards Adventureland and walk in a clockwise loop. But the easiest path will just be turning right here into Tomorrowland. Ariel flipping her tail there is cute.
Have to turn right at Tomorrowland. I was planning on going through Fantasyland.
Alright, now that we're entering the land, I'll just call out the restaurants and attractions as we pass them, with just the occasional voiceover fact or tidbit.
Fascinating. Everyone here is taking part in the celebration.
Here, right-hand side, Fred. What? You're like, but I said
The Astro Orbiter at night.
There's Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters before its exterior refresh this spring. And of course, this isn't just a covered walkway, but the abandoned tracks of the beloved People Mover. Hey Bricky called the art on these murals like from an 80s Trapper Keeper, and I can't see anything else now. We'll see Space Mountain in a minute, but first we're taking this shortcut through Galactic Grill you can use to the Finding Nemo submarines, Autopia, and the Tomorrowland train station, which was wrapping up some work here back in February 2026.
Heading through Galactic Grill. So we did skip Space Mountain.
Star Wars launch bay there is lit up in Sith Red and Jedi Blue. And of course,
There it is, Space Mountain, Pizza Planet. Yeah, we'll just do a little. Oh, it's really pretty lit up at night.
I'm so glad Pizza Planet has reverted back to its traditional buffeteria style service. It makes it so much easier.
It is a very warm 70-degree February night. Feels like summer.
It was a bit of a late winter heat wave in Southern California. Here's Autopia. Unless they added as a sound effect, that two-stroke engine putt-putt sound is going silent soon, as the park has to complete a conversion to electric vehicles by 2027 per California air quality rules.
Oh, there's no break. reason to hit you. Not even lying. Alice is 20. Big Thunder Mountain is 10.
Finding Nemo submarine voyage with a monorail station built above it. The lagoon is all lit up. Is a sub coming? Nope. Even on a balmy night, the chill winds still blow off the Matterhorn.
He'll jump out of nowhere.
This was filmed before they'd even started on the new sheltered seating area for Edelweiss snacks ahead. That's already been completed. Here in Upper Fantasyland, this is the main parade route. So I love this alternate terrace path, and the one on the other side of the main walkway. They become little quiet-er spaces the rest of the time.
Toontown's probably closed, so we'll skip that. They are currently testing vehicles for Small World, testing boats for Small World to reopen it possibly tomorrow. We'll see. And that is to remove the holiday overlay.
Yep, the holiday theme runs through mid to late January and then is closed for a week or two to revert back.
Gonna try to see if they are. No, they are not testing any boats right now. I saw Imagineers on the dock, and they were running boats earlier today from the train, who I could see from the train. Okay, people are coming out of Toontown, but I think we will skip walking over there. Make this a quick rip through the park.
Toontown will be the only land we skip, though.
We'll try to end this with the Skywalker Saga projection show in Galaxy's Edge at 9:25. Well, we may actually end up passing through there and recording that, and then hitting Adventureland, or hitting Frontierland and Adventureland on the way out. Main Street will be back to being lit up by then, too. We walk down Main Street. Since my last video, both Storybook Canal Boats and Casey Jr. are back open now. Let's go take a look at the teacups and Alice.
It's kind of funny, like I'm giving a state of tour, but it takes me months to edit and post these. Not that that was my intention, though.
I've always preferred the teacups at night. The lamps at Alice, the flower lamps. Always great.
All the classic work Imagineering did is wonderful. It feels like a bygone era.
It looks like our tea party is coming to an end. Please remain seated until your tea bell stops.
The lights are so cool. So pretty. The White Rabbit appears to be home. His light's on upstairs and his porch light is on. Monstro, back to swallowing boats. Just recently rewatched Dumbo. I didn't realize that Timothy the Mouse had a Brooklyn accent. Great.
Timothy and Jiminy Cricket are on my A-list of Disney supporting characters.
Lots of flying elephants. You can control the height. There's a lever inside the vehicles or inside the Dumbos to be able to go up and down. Classic dark rides. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do to get over to Star Wars. We will cut through Maurice's back to Frontierland.
Have you checked the time, though, recently, past me?
Actually, we should head to Star Wars Land. It's 9:07. We'll go take a quick look at the castle.
I think it's a well-known story that this was supposed to be the side facing the hub.
They may have this closed. I don't think they do fireworks during the week, but possibly.
But Imagineer Herb Ryman put a model of it backwards in a planning model of the park, just to see. Walt walked in and changed his mind on the spot how to build it.
Doesn't exactly look like Big Ben, but is that what the clock tower at Peter Pan is supposed to sort of represent?
I like that one.
Carousel quickly there.
Toad Hall. Warning kids, don't end up like this guy. The loading area for the Casey Jr. circus train is kinda oddly tucked back here in the rear of Dumbo.
You have very little ones, or want a good photo op, there's a Dumbo here. You can dry out. There's Cinderella's castle on the hill, Storybook Land. Alright, let's go to Galaxy's Edge.
There's Red Rose Tavern on the left. The Fairfold breakfast burrito is a great post-rope drop eat. We are now technically in Frontierland, in the old Big Thunder Ranch. It is still Western themed, but functionally is just a path back to Galaxy's Edge though. And if you're nostalgic already for the pre-makeover theming and music, this is for you. Welcome to Black Spire Outpost. Yeah, I like John Williams themes too, but I kinda like that unique welcome soundscape.
Back to the park. One more visit in March before they transition to the original trilogy theming. So this may not be the last time we film it with original theming, or with, sorry, sequel theming. But things are changing soon. Ogres is under renovation to give it new theming. Still going to be Ogre's Cantina, but will be set an earlier period in Ogre's setting up of the cantina. In just a few minutes, the Skywalker Saga story is going to play, projected there on the spires. Guess you'll find out in a minute whether I include it in this video or we cut to walking out, and then it'll be a separate video on the channel.
It will be its own video, but here's a teaser.
Smugglers and scoundrels, pirates and rogues, travelers and adventurers, welcome. My name is Tohan Lej, the Lore Weaver. Tonight, I invite you to join me around the fire of memory for a tale of prophecy. The story of a destiny fulfilled, a darkened curse, and a final redemption. The legend of a family, strong in the Force, entwined in a battle between the darkness and the light. Many cycles have passed, but the way of the Jedi perseveres. Rivers of story became myth, and myth collected into pools of rumor. To pass on to others the power of the Force, this is the legacy of the Jedi. Today, even through our bright suns, the darkness continues to creep. In turbulent times, we all must look to find balance. What is our legacy? Will you help forge a new chapter? Raise your lights high against the darkness and share this tale. In the name of resistance, speak the name Skywalker. 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 Skywalker.
There was Docking Bay 7 dining. It typically closes by 8:30, but I love the Black Calf cold brew there. Here's Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities.
Could say hi there. Dock on that real quick.
Up above on the second level are tons of Star Wars Easter eggs.
I like that gray cloak. That's not. Oh, it's Ahsoka. Right, Ahsoka the Grey.
And here's Runter Roasters. This guy never gets a break turning the spin. Really nice theming of the Black Spire Marketplace. I've actually been to the souks of Marrakesh, and this does catch the vibe of it. This narrow walkway is squeezed between the Rise of the Resistance show building and the Rivers of America. It just feels empty and lonely. But as we'll see in a sec, there was a reason it was so dead.
Pardon the long transition we have to do here. This corner of the land's even quieter than usual. Resistance Suppliers is closed, and Rise of the Resistance is currently down for refurb.
Let's just see how far we can walk without seeing a single person. That was a full minute walking in Disneyland with just us.
One day I'll have luck with a train coming across right now.
As of June of 2026, this planted area at Hungry Bear Barbecue is being turned into seating, it looks like.
We won't go all the way into Bayou Country, but we'll take a quick look at Tiana's and Winnie the Pooh. Only 10 minutes. Still a warm evening. Wouldn't even be that bad if you got a little wet.
Or a lot wet is a possibility. The Trippy Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Oh, wait, that's the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This little water feature is one of my favorite details over here. And I personally like the theming update to Tiana's. Easy to spot who's getting on the ride.
Are you guys going on?
Oh, the moon is not a lighting effect, but not blue either. That's just because of the camera adjusting the white balance.
Back path is really dark at night. We'll go take a look at the drop side of Tiana's. Madame Leota's Bed Bath & Beyond. Sorry, Somewhere Beyond. They actually have some interesting items. I did actually buy a shirt in there today, but they really could have themed that building better.
Better than a painted Home Depot shed? Yes, that looks all of its budget, which I'm guessing was low.
The Haunted Mansion is back to its regular configuration. No more Haunted Mansion Holiday. Go up and take a quick look.
What the heck? Yeah, that's what I thought, right? What about come over? Never mind.
Losing a part of Magnolia Gardens was tough, but the new queue theming was a fair trade-off.
Oh, this one.
You can tell by the purple and gold theme that these lights are not holiday lights. They are indeed Mardi Gras decorations. Nobody even waiting for the last rip around the park on the train. Breathe, love. Get the waiting for the train earlier today, I discovered that it's actually this townhouse down here on the right where Tiana's having her after party for the events from Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Princess Tiana, to give her official name, title. Here we are, all decked out for Mardi Gras. Part of Club 33 up there.
The one that says
If I can, I'll shoot a detailed New Orleans Square video during the day. But for now, we'll enjoy the lights, the evening ambiance. Entrance 33.
And I did shoot that, so we'll be posting a full detailed tour of New Orleans Square soon.
Exit Pirates.
You know, actually.
You can smell the brominated water even here out on the street. Of course, bromine, the chemical they use, it gives Pirates of the Caribbean its distinctive smell and doesn't bleach your clothes if you get splashed like chlorine would. Love the sky. Never have any coins on me without activating. Mark Twain looking beautiful on the water, all lit up.
I don't think I need to tell you which attraction that is.
$35 still for Indy. Bit of a wait.
I believe the park had a 10 p.m. closing this night, and we're just about the top of the hour.
Looks like Jungle Cruise is actually shut down already.
Or is it?
Take a look, see if the last boats are still coming in. There we go. This might be the last voyage on the river tonight. Actually, I have a few people in the queue there. Well, let's just see if we can do it real quick.
It was really dark on the ride, so here's just a bit of it.
Alright, we made it, guys.
Wait, goodbye to the lovely docks and that lovely skipper up there. You're never gonna see her again. Well, friends, welcome aboard the world-famous Jungle Cruise. My name is, Lisa. I'll be your skipper for however far we can get. But for your safety, to increase routes of survival, please remain fully seated at all times. Keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. Kids on board, watch your parents. Now we are beginning our voyage by going through the rainforest right here. And of course, no trip around the jungles of the world would be complete without a stop by Trader Sam's gift shop, where the deals are bananas, let me tell you. Actually, I think Sam stepped out to pick up some more stock. Would you believe that people leave strollers full of stuff all to the walkways out there? Now that is bananas. Oh, everyone say cheese! Well, friends, congratulations, you made it. You survived the world-famous Jungle Cruise! Woo! Thank you, I'm glad it's over too. As we get closer to the dock, I just gotta ask everyone to stay seated, okay? Keep all hands, arms, feet, legs, head, shoulders, knees, toes, elbows inside the boat until it is safe to disembark. If you enjoyed your voyage, my name is Skipper Lisa. And if you did not, my name is, two B's. Well, friends, on behalf of all of us here at the Jungle Navigational Company, from the bottom of my heart and the top of my bottom, get
Here's the Tropical Hideaway, one of my newest favorite chill places in the park. Too late for a Dole Whip, though.
I know, like, girl.
Let's divert through Frontierland to see just how far we can backtrack.
See how close to Big Thunder Mountain we can make it before they turn us around. If they do. They're only 12 minutes post-park closure. We are in aftertime, folks.
I'll just put my bag in this bag.
I mean, they had only walked on. It's like, right? Like, that was my home map.
There's Mark Twain.
I would love to, have this.
Probably in the middle of the
It's just us, guys. We're the only ones left. Just get the spires here and we'll turn around. People are still on Tiana's.
Alright, it's just about only us, and I don't want to get shooed out, so we'll head back to Main Street now.
they still did the Golden Horseshoe review, that would be wonderful. Can we be a little sneaky and head towards Maurice's? Get one last castle view.
Disney ducks. And not Donald and Daisy. That is a pretty sight, isn't it?
Hey, everybody.
Right like
Got it.
Good night, Walt. Thank you, sir. Been a pleasure as always.
That's the difference. No, truly, that's the difference.
No, for real. I did. I asked.
The slow, drawn-out walk out. When you don't really want to leave, but the clock says otherwise.
I know, folks. It's PDX Block's version of the backside of water, but we shall try one more time to get the half bulb. Well, they know which one it is. The half bulb, folks. World famous. Disney magic.
Done, of course, at Walt's insistence to preserve the even coloring with an odd number of bulbs.
People enjoying a last rip on Frank's bench. I never did get to meet Porch Potato Frank. Sadly. I did take a picture with this bench. Kept it warm for 20 plus years.
That's, of course, honored Main Street mainstay Frank Rodriguez, who passed away in August of 2025.
Alright, folks, we need to do a quick detour to my locker.
Fresh baked? That's foreshadowing.
Oh, this little courtyard. We're getting our last Starbucks.
Back here are the inside the park rental lockers.
Be right back with you, folks.
Then, of course, there are the ones just outside the gates, too, in the plaza.
Michelle goes, she's like, no, go!
Always check out these elaborate moving window dialogues. They're great. My tradition is to give a tip of the hat to Walt's apartment above the fire station on the way out. let's just peek inside the Emporium for a sec.
You think so?
If you've wondered how park visitors survived back in the day before there was a Starbucks,
A little corner that used to be the Maxwell House Cafe. Back when the park opened.
I really hope they replaced the missing tree in that planter next to the Opera House. It just looks so bare and open now. Okay, see this person sitting up by the train station? That's just one of my, and probably yours as well, favorite Disney creators having a chill moment, filming some closing thoughts for a video where he watched the Paint the Night parade and then closed out the park too. I got caught a little by surprise, but in a sec, watch the left side of frame. Familiar beard and flat cap.
Oh, hey, David. Perfect. Hey, good to see you, man. Have a good night.
Yep, that was Fresh Baked himself, Mr. David Erickson. It looked like he was on his way out, so I only said a quick goodnight out of respect for his time. If you want to see his version of this same evening, including finishing right here too, it's linked above and in the description. And here was the sweeper train, pulling back into Main Street Station after collecting the final passengers from around the park.
That was cool. We saw Fresh Baked.
The funny thing is, while he was sitting there, he says in his video, "Hopefully you're imagining yourself here." Well, Dave, this time I don't have to.
Good night. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, and come back soon for a big, easy-going stroll through New Orleans Square. Or Nolan Square, if you prefer.
Hey there, everyone. Well, that was a cool evening rip through the park. I hope you don't mind that I drew it out a little there at the end. It's just the late night vibe is so cool. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.